How about them Cowboys? Angry Cowboys Fan. Born to battle. Start just means we never sell. America's team through thick and thin. When the sun shines bright, that's where we win. Angry Cowboys Fan.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and Angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. And I've been waiting to make this video because I know I'm going to have a number of detractors commenting and trying to take the wind out of the sails of Cowboys Nation. You're going to have those non-believers talking about this commentator is correct when true football fans understand the importance of teamwork. But in the most recent episode of 4th and 1 with Cam Newton speaks about the moves that the Dallas Cowboys have made and how Jerry Jones made moves in order to bolster the defense, with his analysis ending with everything pointing back to the Dallas Cowboys QB1, Dak Prescott. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Angry Cowboys fans, let's take a listen to what Cam Newton and Peggy have to say about our Dallas Cowboys.
Good God Almighty, and God is my witness, that defense will look a little different, headed by first-time defensive coordinator Christian Parker. That's my man. Huh? That's the only thing that I got a little skeptical.
Because you got a lot of toys. Do you know how to drive?
Do you know how to drive?
You just got your license.
You got a lot of shiny pieces to the puzzle, but do you know how to align them right? But one thing that I questioned Jerry Jacoby Jones before, that I won't do it again, because I was very heavily critical of the Coach Schottenheimer hire. But Coach Schottenheimer did his big one.
Been able to put it together.
Especially being an offensive mind, having them puzzles.
He's been able to
pair it up. Let me just sit back.
3-point turn.
Take that doggone volume out that mic and just get ready to watch.
Yeah, I want to see what they're going to do.
Because we all got to see. Because now when you say, hey, Coach Parker, what's your defensive philosophy going to be? It will be a hybrid of a mix of a 4-3 and a 3-4 type of scheme.
Cam Newton is right about one thing. The defense is going to look much better than it did last year under Matt Eberflus. As Cowboys fans, we all fell witness to where the defense was going wrong during the 2025 season, how our cornerbacks were playing so far off the line, the type of players that we had in the middle of our defense, the type of play calling that would have our defensive backs out of position. And I know that there's going to be the questions of Christian Parker being a year 1 defensive coordinator, but to keep it a buck with y'all, I think Christian Parker could phone in his defense and it would be a hell of a lot better than what Matt Eberflus brought to the Star last year. Now let's go ahead and jump into the second clip so we can come back and talk about it. Roll that clip.
If you're asking me, Jerry Jacoby Jones has literally played chess while everybody else playing rock, paper, scissors. He had a plan.
Because it was a head scratcher. I'm not going to lie. Because when Micah Parsons left, the Cowboys fan base was like, get Jerry Jones out of there. How could you do this? Weeks later, months later, you know, Marker Pice.
This time last year.
He tore his ACL. They're like, oh.
The Dallas Cowboys was in the media for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, for sure.
Fast forward a year later, the Dallas Cowboys is causing everybody to say, can this be the year? Now
they always say this now.
They always said it, but they didn't have nothing to back it.
You okay?
And now what I see happening here.
What'd you see? Remove your glasses.
We are eliminating excuses for Dak Prescott.
Oh, Lord have mercy. First and foremost, we don't always say that. You guys always say that. Second of all, Peggy, There were a few fans who acted like that when Jerry Jones traded Micah Parsons. There were also a few fans that were glad that he traded Micah Parsons due to the antics before and during training camp and how he played the victim in his contract negotiations, where we all know that it was both Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons trying to conduct business without David Mulugeta. Anyhow, I honestly do believe that Jerry Jones has been moving a little bit differently when it comes to free agency as well as the draft. It's been the same old bullshit when it comes to getting high-profile contracts done. It seems as if he didn't learn from the whole Micah Parsons situation. What I don't agree with Cam Newton on is the fact that Dak Prescott has no excuses this year. We'll dive into that more during this Raw and Uncut portion, so make sure you stick around for that. Now let's go ahead and get into this third clip so we can come back and unpack this Raw and Uncut.
You don't have no more excuses. We done signed the best field goal kicker that money can buy.
That's true.
We got somebody that's able to beat one-on-one coverage in CeeDee Lamb. Okay, brother? And we will, by the year start, we will have George Pickens signed. Okay? We done made it a priority to get you some help on the defensive side. So now, we ain't gonna keep allowing you to be or to have excuses of why we ain't getting all type of rings and things for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Do I make myself clear, Dak? Okay, thank you so much.
I mean, to keep it a buck, we have had the best kicker in the league. We have had CeeDee Lamb on this team. It's not like they're new to the team or anything, Cam Newton. But before I get into this rant, let's go ahead and get into this. Y'all ready for this Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Get ready for the Angry Cowboys fans, Raw and Uncut.
Keeping it real, they keep it real, that's real.
Cowboys Nation, how many times do I have to get on this platform and preach the importance of team? How many times do I have to get on this platform and say that teamwork makes the dream work? I hate the narrative that these talking heads come up with, how they try to place the entire team's success on one position on the field. Sure, the quarterback touches the ball every single snap and distributes the ball to move the ball up and down the field, but that's just a portion of the game that's being played, Cowboys Nation. If Cowboys fans and people who hate watched the Dallas Cowboys last year couldn't see how this offense was Super Bowl caliber, but the defense was bottom three, but still come to the conclusion of it's all on the quarterback, then I don't know what to tell you, Cowboys Nation. And I don't want to degrade Cam Newton, or I don't want to throw shade on Cam Newton, but was it solely Cam Newton's fault that the Carolina Panthers lost to the Denver Broncos in the Super Bowl? Was it solely Cam Newton's fault that his offensive line continuously collapsed and got beat by the edge, Von Miller, as well as DeMarcus Ware? Was it solely Cam Newton's fault that they were only able to score 10 points in that Super Bowl? Or was it a combination of coaching, play calling, defensive play calling, and play from the other 21 players on the field, as well as Cam Newton? But this is what gets me frustrated with today's analysts and talking heads on TV today, making up these narratives that it's all on the quarterback to go up against 11 players on the opposing defense by himself. That it's the quarterback that's coming up with the plays, that they're calling the plays by themselves and they're executing the plays by themselves. That it's the quarterback that gets the team prepared the week of the game. How many playoff losses did we have where you had Mike McCarthy telling the media that the team wasn't prepared? Is that the job of your quarterback to get the entire team prepared? I don't think so, Cowboys Nation. But I will say this. It is up to the quarterback to protect and distribute the ball to the team's playmakers. It is up to the quarterback to help march the ball down the field. It is up to the quarterback to be able to read the defenses pre-snap and to check out of plays when it's advantageous for them to do so. It is up to the quarterback to not throw interceptions or to not give the opposing team great field position. But let's not act as if it's solely up to the quarterback to get a win, because the quarterback can have a great statistical game, have a great statistical year, but if their defense is giving up chunk plays after chunk plays, what can a quarterback do at that point, Cowboys Nation? But then you have these talking heads preaching this nonsense and having the NFL fans believe it. There's even Cowboys fans who believe what these talking heads try to push on a day-to-day basis. Last year, Dak Prescott was top 5 statistically at the quarterback position, and some fans will say that we couldn't win because of him. Even when the offense tried to go shot for shot with opposing teams because our defense couldn't stop a nosebleed, it was blamed on Dak Prescott. Even when the star wide receiver Cam Newton was talking about had a bad year statistically in drops, it was still Dak Prescott's fault. Like any position on the field, he's limited to how he can help the team once the ball is out of his hands. Once the ball is out of his hands, it's out of his control, Cowboys Nation. When a running back fumbles the ball and gives it back to the opposing offense, how is that your quarterback's fault? When he delivers a perfect strike to his wide receiver and said receiver drops the pass, how is that your quarterback's fault? When the defense continuously has blown coverages, how is that your quarterback's fault? When the one who's calling the plays gets conservative after the team passes the midfield strike, how is that your quarterback's fault? We all know that it takes an entire team working together in order for the team to accomplish the goal of winning a championship. At the same time, championships aren't as easy as talking heads and some fans would have you believe. It's not Madden 26 where we could just put the game on easy mode and go out there and beat opposing teams 100-0. Things have to fall into place for a team to make it to a Super Bowl. Things have to fall into place for a team to win a Super Bowl. So for Cam Newton to say that Dak Prescott doesn't have any excuses is like saying Cam Newton had no excuses for not falling on that fumble during the Super Bowl. That Cam Newton didn't have any excuse other than his play as to why they didn't win that Super Bowl. But the quarterback position is the most scrutinized position in any NFL team. But the quarterback position for the Dallas Cowboys is the only position that's supposed to be infallible in the NFL. The only position in the league that has to be mistake-free. The only position in the league that has to take on opposing teams by himself. I mean, it's crazy to me, Cowboys Nation. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to have people in the comment section that's going to degrade one of the shining lights on this team just because he hasn't put the team on his shoulders and led us to a Super Bowl championship. I'll have Cowboys fans that will wish injury upon our quarterback in order to get him out of Dallas. There's going to come that day when Dak Prescott retires from the game of football. When the Cowboys enter the phase of being bottom of the league on the offensive side of the ball, don't complain. That's exactly what you wanted. But as far as Christian Parker, he is a breath of fresh air to listen to and to see while on the practice field, running alongside the players and getting involved in the physicality during mini camps. When was the last time the Dallas Cowboys had a young defensive coordinator that could hang with the players on the field, Cowboys Nation? And like he said in the interview today, it's not a Vic Fangio defense. This is a Christian Parker defense, and with the help of his position coaches and the players out on the field, I believe that the Dallas Cowboys defense is going to take a huge jump from where we saw it last year. With the additions of Caleb Downs and Malachi Lawrence, Jashawn Barham, Kobe Durant, PJ Locke, Rashawn Gary, and so on, I believe this Dallas Cowboys team is going to be a force this year. So let's stop listening to these talking heads when they try to put winning all on the shoulders of one position, and that's the quarterback position. Just because he's the one that touches the ball on every single snap doesn't mean that the team lives and dies by that position alone. Shoot, the center touches the ball on every single snap, but you don't see the talking heads putting the blame on them, now do you? But it's fashionable to give the quarterback all the praise. I mean, except for Dak Prescott. But it's even more fashionable to degrade the quarterback position once the team doesn't win. That's when the talking heads and the Dak detractors will place all the blame on him and him alone. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Cowboys Nation, what do you think about what Cam Newton had to say on 4th and 1? Do you believe that it's all on the quarterback position to win games, or does it take a team to get the job done? Y'all know how we do. We always talk about it in the comment section. If you're digging this content and you want to help the channel reach its current goal of 20,000 subscribers, drop a like on this video share with anybody that you know is a Dallas Cowboys fan. And if you're on your mobile device and you haven't used them up yet, make sure you hype this video. Doing so will help get this content out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans. They'll come over to the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel and want to become Angry Cowboys fans themselves. And if you are DC for life and you hope that this will be the year where everything comes together for our Dallas Cowboys, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release another video, podcast episode, or film breakdowns. You can catch the Madden 26 or College Football 26 gameplay on my other channel, the Angry Cowboys Fan Gaming Channel. I'll make sure I put the link to that as well as the gamer tag in the description. People will understand the message when the Dallas Cowboys have a quarterback on his rookie deal, but we can't get out of the divisional round still. They'll realize that it takes more than a quarterback having a great game for the team to win. There'll also be those people who still don't get it, and they will bash the next quarterback that the Dallas Cowboys have, placing the blame on them as well. But this has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. Y'all go ahead and enjoy your weekend, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.